So I love this card deck. So this is the Self-Care for Autistic People card deck that is based off of the book from Dr. Megan Anna Neff's Self-Care for Autistic People. And when you open it up, there are 6 sections. I'm just trying to get them sort of in there. There we are. 6 sections. So we've got sensory, physical, emotional, mental, social, and my favorite, professional. There are 100 activities inside this deck. So essentially, if I were a tarot card reader, I would be doing something creative about how, if this video's found you or something. But when you open up the inside of it, there is a little mini book, very similar to the Self-Care for Autistic People book, but it's a guidebook specifically for self-care activities for autistic people. You open it up, and there's a little right inside. It's beautifully designed. It's a little guidebook explaining how to use the cards, and more specifically, why self-care is so important for people who are autistic, for those of us who are autistic, and then just the different sections that we need to know about. So what is self-care? Understanding why self-care is important. Cultivating sensory awareness, which is a huge part of self-care. And then how to use the deck itself. So I love that. It's a great little booklet, very easy to read. And you can kind of keep that in the front where it lives, or you can keep that out and have a little bit more flexibility with the rest of the cards. So I'm going to keep it out as I go through it. So I'm going to pull from the professional section. There we go. My favorite, which is appropriate for a YouTube live. Using body doubles for parallel work. So in the front of the card, you get a little bit of a write-up of the thing itself, whatever it is. And there's a little write-up. And then on the back, you get the options for what to do. So front is identifying a thing with a little write-up. On the back, what to do card. So if I were to read from the front of this card, for many autistic people, starting tasks outside of our interests can feel like wading through molasses. Our brains sometimes just need a gentle nudge to shift from stillness to action. That's where body doubling, which is working alongside someone else, even silently, can offer just enough structure and momentum to help you ease into a task. Social presence taps into our natural sense of co-regulation and shared rhythm. Whether it's a coworker, a friend on Zoom, a virtual coworker space, another person's presence can provide a subtle sense of support, helping us move from inertia to action. So definitely that's something I've been thinking about doing more here on the channel, is doing more body doubling sessions, because I work remotely and I'm alone all the time, and having body doubling can really kind of help be a lot less alone, which is always very nice. So, all right. So anyway, so then you flip to the back. So that was the front. Flip to the back. And on the back, it says what to do. So what to do. So I'm going to read those. Here's how to use body doubling to support focus. Number 1, try a virtual co-working session or ask a friend or colleague to sit with you while you start something hard. Let them know, I don't need help with the task, just some presence while I get started. If you work alone, creating a co-working vibe, put on lo-fi music or ambient cafe noise. Try a YouTube body doubling video, or use a body doubling app or a platform like FocusMate. Use the session to begin a task, even if you don't finish. Sometimes starting with company is enough to keep going solo later. So I love that. So that's from the professional section. So front, again, the issue. On the back, solutions, the what to do section. So that's going to be from the professional section. So now I'm going to go back to the front. Again, 6 categories. I'm going to pull from the front. All right. Get to know your sensory profile. So this is from the sensory section. I'm going to pull that out. I can. I've got my cards. I've been busy with these cards, so they're all getting closer to. All right. So getting to know your sensory profile. I should have like a little stand here, so that when I'm done, I can just put them on the little stand. think that's what I'll do. There we go. I'm going to do that. Put that on a little stand. See if that'll work. I don't know if this is going to work. Nope, it's going to fall. Okay. There we go. It's going to fall. I can't do it. This was a bad idea. All right, let's see if we can build a little stand here. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing on this live. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay. Get to know, I have a feeling it's going to fall. Get to know your sensory profile, and then on the back one too. So I'm going to read from the front. So Dr. Neff writes, many autistic people, let me keep it up here. Many autistic people experience sensory differences that shape how we navigate the world and connect with our bodies. Sensitivity can be a heightened or dulled, sometimes both, depending on the sense. Getting to know your sensory profile means understanding and honoring how your body experiences the world. It's not about fixing or changing anything. By noticing how you respond to taste, smell, touch, sound, and sight, you can begin to map what soothes, what overstimulates, what helps you feel most like yourself. Okay, so that was the front of the card. Here's the back. Get to know your sensory profile. There we go. Read for that together. All right, what to do. Here's how to begin exploring your sensory profile. Start with one sense at a time. Sight, sound, smell, taste, or touch. Notice what input feels good and what's feeling harsh. Does background noise help you focus, or does it shut you down? It shuts me down. I hate background noise. God, I can't do it. Do you crave spicy food? Well, actually, I say that, but then it's like I need background noise to clean, but not to focus. So if it's unfocused work, anyways, okay, that's just me. Do you crave spicy food or avoid certain textures? I'm a texture avoider myself. Use a note app or notebook to track patterns. What soothes? What overstimulates? What leaves you feeling off? If journaling feels like too much, try reflecting out loud, voice notes, or asking a trusted person what they've noticed. This process isn't about tracking every detail. It's about noticing patterns, identifying triggers, and discovering what supports you. Your sensory profile isn't just a list. It's like learning your body's language. The more you learn it, the easier it becomes to meet your needs. All right, so that's the what to do for building a sensory profile. So here's a little card deck again. That was from the sensory category. I'm just gonna put it right back in the card deck if I can. Boop. All right, so there's that. So now I'm gonna go to the next part, which is physical. All right, so let's pick one. Ooh, this is a good one. I haven't read this one yet. I like finding one I haven't read yet. Okay, so put that there. Discharge tension through shaking. That's new. I have not read that one before. Okay, so let's figure out what that is. Okay, so stress can build up in your body quietly at first until you suddenly feel wired, frozen, or heavy. Gentle shaking offers one way to help your body move stress and complete the stress cycle. In the wild, and this is like, we did a blog on this actually. Dr. Neff and I did a video on this. So Dr. Neff was giving their dog a bath one time and realized that at the end of the bath, the dog shook to get all the water off, because shake the stress of getting a bath. That's where this concept is from. That you can literally just shake to get that tension like a dog does, to get it off of the, to get it through the stress cycle. So we have the same capacity, but many of us have lost touch with it. Shaking, bouncing, or letting your body wiggle a bit, which is why dancing helps, can help your body release stress even when your mind isn't sure what to do or what it needs. Now, I like this one because you can actually just, I don't like people to see me dancing, but I don't mind dancing completely alone. Blast music. All right, so on the back, what to do. So what do we do? Start small. Shake your hands out loosely at your sides. Loosen your shoulders. Bounce your knee or sway your whole body back and forth, whatever feels best. You might imagine shaking off static or dust from a long day. Let it be loose, messy, rhythmic, or not. This isn't about doing it right. It's about letting your body lead, even if just a little. So that's that. That's the physical clip, the physical one. Okay? I'll do 2 more, and then we're going to wrap up. We're going to do mental now. Mental. Let's see, I pulled 3. Oh, yeah. I like this one. Hang on. If you can see it. Can you see it? I don't think you can see it. Okay. Soften shame spirals. Dr. Neff writes, for many autistic people, shame spirals can begin with something small like a missed cue, a miscommunication, or a moment of self-doubt. And suddenly, one thought moment pulls in the whole backlog. I call it the best of. I always ruin things. Why am I like this? This isn't just discomfort. It's shame doing what shame does. Spiraling, generalizing, and isolating. Shame is a full body emotion. It can dysregulate fast and hard. While guilt signals I did something wrong, shame shouts I am wrong. And it disconnects you from and about yourself. It disconnects you from others and about yourself. But shame shrinks in the presence of warmth. When you meet with compassion, connection, or sensory grounding, you start to interrupt the loop. When a shame spiral hits, you don't have to fix everything. Just stay with yourself kindly, enough to soften the sharp edges as it passes by. So that was the front. We're going to do the back now. The what to do section. When you feel yourself pulled into a shame spiral, try gently interrupting the loop. Not to fix it, but to soften it. Number 1, start with the naming of it. You might say, this feels like a shame spiral. I feel like I'm getting flooded right now. Just that observation, that awareness does a great deal for us, because it's like naming it allows your mind to hone in on, especially for those of us who have alexithymia. If you can name it, you can hone in on it. Find a grounding gesture. For example, Dr. Neff writes, place a hand over your chest, hold something textured, and feel your feet against the floor. And as this practice goes, we keep moving up through it. You know. Okay, number 3. Offer yourself a truth that holds complexity, like this was a hard moment. And that doesn't mean I'm bad or I missed the mark, and I can still be someone who cares. Number 4. If helpful, reach out to someone safe with a short message, not to explain, but just to reconnect. Then number 5, move your body gently or shift your sensory input to help your nervous system settle. All right, again, that was soften shame spirals, and on the back, there it is. Okay, all right, one more, and then we're wrapping up. I'm going to take from the social. I'm going to make a mess. All right, come on, universe. Let's do a tarot card thing, or if somebody needs to hear it, maybe they'll hear it. Oh, no, is that right? Okay. Well, okay. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Universe is telling me this one. Okay. So, again, pulling from social. All right, so there's 6 categories. Sensory, physical, emotional, mental, social, professional. The universe is telling me to pull social, so I'm pulling social. Or actually, this card. I'm trying to use the tarot card technique for this card deck, because there's over 100 in there. So, okay. All right, where were we? Okay. All right. Here we go. Self-disclose slowly, strategically, and safely. For some of us, autism is more visible. For others, it's largely invisible. And people only know if we choose to disclose. There are many reasons we might disclose. To deepen connection, to self-advocate, to make our needs more visible. But it can also come with risk, stress, or uncertainty. One way to ease the tension is through partial self-disclosure. Sharing something like, I'm neurodivergent, or I process things differently, can create space for your needs while protecting your privacy. These small disclosures can help you gauge safely. Sorry, I misread Dr. Neff's writing. Build trust and share more when it feels right. There's no one way to be known. Strategic disclosure isn't about justifying yourself. It's about honoring your needs and choosing what you want to share based on context. So that's from Dr. Neff. And on the back, what to do. Okay. When you're unsure how to share about being autistic, partial disclosure can help you stay connected to your needs while gauging the situation. These small shifts can help you stay grounded without overexposing yourself. So one of the things I love about this card, I'm just going to break from Dr. Neff for a minute. For some of these cards, in particular in the professional section, some of them have scripts that are very helpful, phrasing, ideas, and things like that we can just immediately use. And what you can do is you could take a picture of these, keep it in your notes app, or you could copy them down into your notes app, or take like a version, reword it for yourself. These are words that Dr. Neff has written, and they're gorgeous, and they're beautiful, and they're perfect and amazing. But if they don't work for you, that's okay. Take her words, do your own variation of that, and then do it yourself. So use it as a starting point. Okay, so this is what Dr. Neff writes. Try partial disclosure like, I'm neurodivergent, or I process information differently. It feels safer to describe a need without naming your identity. I do better when I have a bit more time to think. Okay? Which I do. Notice how people respond to small disclosures. Do they show curiosity, or do they show judgment or care? Have a go-to phrase, ready for moments when you feel you want to name a need or boundary without feeling pressure to share more than you're ready for. So, disclosure conversation, not a demand. You get to share what feels right when it feels safe, and let trust and disclosure build in sync with one another. Okay. That was in the social category. Okay. Whoop, I almost dropped it there. Okay, so that's it. Self-care for autistic people. Self-care activities for autistic people from Dr. Megan Anna Neff, author of the Autistic Burnout Workbook, founder of Neurodivergent Insights. You can often see me interviewing Dr. Neff on their YouTube channel over there. So again, there it is. 6 categories based on the book, but these are just grab and go cards that you can use when you're needed for it. So I do hope you'll check that out. It's out this week. We're very excited about this over at Neurodivergent Insights. Dr. Neff's really excited. So go check that out. Look at all the sections and see if that can help you with your self-care. Thanks for watching.